Welcome back to the show. We have with us today Miss Alyssa White, who always has some very good input on the movies and entertainment industry, I guess you could say. Yeah. So tell us about what you've been up to these last couple weeks.
Well, one thing I've been up to is recovering from gallbladder surgery.
Sure. So you've had lots of time to sit down and watch some movies.
Really catch up on entertainment.
Yeah. That's about one of the only good things about it.
Right.
So recently, like movies I watched Whiplash recently, which was nominated for a Best Picture Oscar, and J.K. Simmons won Best Supporting Actor, which he deserved that role. I mean, it's about a student at the Shaver Conservatory of Music, and he's a drummer, and he gets accepted into J.K. Simmons' class, but he finds out the instructor is very, very tough and abusive to his students, and you just see him become like this monster to his students, and it's horrifying to watch, but it's fascinating at the same time.
I actually watched this film on one of our snow days. I made sure the night before to go Redbox it so I could have something to watch the day I was cooped up at home. But I watched this, and you would like it because it's very musical oriented. But audiences would like it because you do get to see. I wouldn't say that all music teachers are this intense about it, but you get to see the other side of the performance because because some people might think that performances are
they just happen.
They
don't. I've had friends whose parents have thought, they come see this play that we're in, and everything just spontaneously happens. It's like no, and I think it's really good for people to really see the work that goes into creating art like that.
And it's just one of those things where you watch this kid. I don't want to give away anything, but you watch.
Because I haven't seen it yet.
But you watch the other side of the flip side of the performance, which is really the process of practicing and getting it wrong and practicing and getting it wrong again. And so it's very. Take caution when watching it. It is. It has some strong language. He uses some strong. The teacher does. Yeah. But it's very. There's not very much sexual. There's no sexual content in it whatsoever. There's not very much. There's no violence. It's very just much a language thing. But it's just. Oh man.
You will see a little bit of blood, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. But it's so good. I highly recommend the movie for adults.
Yeah, and another one for adults is Nightcrawler. I just watched that a few nights ago. It was amazing. Jake Gyllenhaal, best performance to date.
Right.
He plays Lou Bloom, who he kind of gets caught up in filming horrific crime scenes and then selling them to a TV station for money, and they show it on the news, and he just becomes more and more of a monster filming these, and he'll do anything for the perfect shot. Huh. So that's about all I'm going to say because it needs to be watched.
It's and it's funny. That's this is an actual thing people do.
Yes.
It's that once for car crashes for dead bodies and stuff like that. They find them, they film them, and then they sell.
And they're really called night crawlers.
Yeah.
So
it's a very I haven't got the chance to watch that one yet, but it's the fact that it's something that people do. I'm sure it's exaggerated to an extent.
So.
Yeah, it is.
But that it's an actual, it's a neat storyline, I think.
But this one comes with a viewer discretion warning because it's very graphic.
Really?
And it's got language in it.
Oh,
There's no sexual content, but very graphic.
Okay. So what are some other things that you've watched?
I just watched all three of the Lord of the Rings films for the first time.
No way.
Yeah, and I love them. I'm actually wearing the One Ring right now.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That is awesome. Yeah, those films are classic.
Yes. Return of the King was amazing.
Yes.
And now the Hobbit movies, are those done as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I recommend those as well.
Those are really good.
See, those I haven't seen. I've seen the Lord of the Rings ones, but I have not made it through all the Hobbit movies. I don't have 9 hours at a time to sit down and watch all.
Well, I watched all three of the Hobbit films, and then I watched Lord of the Rings, so it's kind of
follows.
That's,
See, that's what's cool after all the prequels are out is to watch them. For Star Wars, watch them 1 through 7, like that. But so anything for kids that you've seen or?
Let's see. Not that I know of.
I'll tell you one that I watched is Big Hero 6. Have you seen Big Hero 6 yet?
I'm about to
watch that movie.
Very good.
It is very
good.
if you and what I love about Disney or most kid films that come out is they're so wide in the range of people that they are entertaining. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that is the same with this film. Is it's just something that everybody can enjoy, and I just love that.
And it's got like the humor is very like it's appropriate for everybody.
Everyone, and it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's not like you know.
I went with two of my friends from school, and we were laying in the floor.
And you don't have to
laughing at things.
and you don't have to dumb down humor to make it funny, or you don't have to make it perverse or you know.
Yeah, it can be very clean and very classy and appeal to kids. And I think Disney they've cornered the market on that. Yes, and it's excellent quality that way.
They really have.
And I just remember I did actually watch a movie that is suitable for children.
Okay.
The Book of Life.
Okay.
And it was amazing. Like it's set in Mexico on the Day of the Dead, and it's about two men who are in love with the same woman.
Right.
And it's funny. It's got musical sequences set to songs from a few decades ago or current songs, and they're really well done. And it's just a beautiful film. Yeah,
I've seen the commercials for that one. Have you seen that one yet, Tawny?
I have not. I have seen about it. I have not seen the movie.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
It's really good.
I like those kind of the animation style is very different. So I'm always interested to see those kind of movies. But so tell us anything else going on in the entertainment industry.
Well, I played The Order 1886 for PlayStation 4. I actually really enjoyed it. It's very cutscene heavy.
Sure.
And very quick time event laden, but I really enjoyed it. It's a really great story. It's like about these knights of the Order, but they're actually counterparts to Sir Arthur's Knights of the Round Table, and they're up against the Rebel Alliance, but they're also up against Lycans or werewolves. And it's fascinating. There are some nitpicks with it, but overall I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
A lot of people have problems with it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I also played a game called, no one's going to understand this, but it's Danganronpa 2. And it's this Japanese game, but it's a visual novel mystery crime game for the PlayStation Vita. And it's just, it's hilarious, but it's also really interesting and gripping.
Okay. Well, there you go. So if you have a PlayStation Vita, go and check that out.
And then, of course, I play Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on and off, and that's great for kids.
Right.
It's just little puzzle games, and you're following Captain Toad from Super Mario Brothers.
Okay.
And he's just adorable.
Yeah.
And it's colorful and beautiful and
I've always loved Mario.
I have never played
really?
Super Mario Brothers.
No
None
way.
of it. Never in my life.
So not even like Mario Kart or like Mario Party or anything like that.
None of it.
I'm not a fan of the 2D side-scrolling ones.
Yeah. The first video game console we ever had at the house was a Nintendo 64, and the first game I can remember playing was either Mario Party or Donkey Kong Country. So you're missing out. You're missing out. That's so funny. I mean, some people, some people don't play video games, and that's
at my house.
We
read for entertainment at my house. That's what we do.
You're ahead of the curve then, probably. But thank you so much. Any last bits of things for people, or?
Well, I've actually been reading a lot of Haruki Murakami, a Japanese author who his writing is simple but complex at the same time, and he's quite eccentric, but for some reason I just love his novels.
Okay.
They're easy to understand but confusing at the same time. It's just a wonderful mixture, and I highly recommend them to any adults.
Say his name one more time.
Haruki Murakami.
Okay. What are some of the names of the books that he's done?
One of the best ones I've read is called Norwegian Wood after the Beatles song. And then I've read A Wild Sheep Chase and Dance, Dance, Dance. Those are the only ones I've read so far, but I've gotten several of his novels, so I recommend those. They're very easy to read. So
yeah, well, definitely go down and check out Deb's bookstore, or I'm sure Books A Million probably carries them, and see if that good recommend for everybody. But hey, thanks so much for being here. We're glad to see you're feeling better after the surgery, and
thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that's not probably a lot of fun to go through.
But, it was lots of fun.
Yeah, right. But you're up and moving around and giving us some information on entertainment. Go and check out this thing. If you have any good comments or reviews to tell us about, post it on our Facebook. We'd love to check out some of your comments and posts about things that you like. But definitely go and do that. Don't go away, because right after this break, we're coming back with the merchant ads. So we'll see you in a second.